Assalamu alaikum, Mighty MGT of the Nation of Islam. It's your sister Sadiqa from MGT Style, Lady Shabazz Bespoke Tailoring. I wanted to share with you all another side of my design process. I've shared with you all maybe a week ago this outfit that Jennifer Lopez has on, and I like to graft outfits that I see. I like to graft it back into the original style of modesty, especially the modesty that we are being taught through the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, MGT modesty, standard of modesty. So I showed some of the sisters on my Instagram page as well as my Facebook, and some sisters give me positive feedback. They was really interested, like, okay, I like it. Okay, you're going to modify it. Excellent. So I just want to take you into that next journey of how would I modify it. So I just want to just briefly just demonstrate, from the screen how I would modify this and draft this out onto a pattern. So let me press play. Okay, so of course I would, drop this jacket down a little bit here. Okay, let's see where she takes off the jacket. 1 second, bear with me. Maybe if see if I can run it a little bit here. Okay, this is the part where Oprah is going to ask her about her outfit. Okay, here we go. All right, it's coming up. Unpause it here. Okay, she's sitting down. All right, so there we go. Okay, so this is the area in which I'm really drawn to this area here. I think there's very interesting detail, as well as a small detail here on the shoulders. So how would I modify this? I would use a different fabric that is not so form-fitting, but still have some of the knit type of factors that this fabric has as well, but not so clingy to the body. I would draft this out and create this design detail, but I'll make this much looser in this area so it won't be so tight in the bust and the hip area. So let me see something here. Let me see when she's standing up. Let me pause that part. There we go. So then I would actually drop this top all the way down to this area, not to the knee, maybe just covering this hip and this upper thigh region. I would drop this top down to this area here, covering up this, the fatty tissue in this area, right? So this area will not be exposed. I would drop it right here in this area above the knee. Sometimes with proportions, well, all the time with proportions, you got to consider proportions. So I will cover all of this region here by dropping the blouse down. And then I would add this draping effect here. I would tie this into, not tie it into, but I would gather this area into the side seam, right? And this will be much looser. So I would take my measurements because I'm going to test it out first. I'm going to take my measurements, then draft the pattern, and then create ease in this area here. So it's not going to be form-fitting, and it's not going to be too big and wide and baggy and box shape. It's going to fit just perfectly, but it's going to have ease as well along the seam line, the silhouette here. So it's not going to be form-fitting. Okay, so then with this area here, it's like look like a sash, right? That is connected to the blouse here, I would add this sash to the pants. I have to test it out with a muslin first. I will add this sash to the pants, not to the top. Because as you know, the MGT standard of modesty, we don't wear belts to accentuate our waist. But we do wear darts. But the darts cannot be so tight that it's you see the form of the female, right? The female form. So I'll place darts in the back to give it more structure. And I will add this piece to the pants. It won't be bulky because the blouse will have ease in the blouse, and it will be wide enough for the sash to sit underneath the blouse without creating bulk in this area. But I'm going to test it out, as I said before. And then let me see something else here. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, I'm going to go back a little bit. You see? Okay, so you see a little bit of a close-up here. You see how that looks? That's fire. I really like this drapery effect here. And then I would make a blazer suit jacket. Doesn't have any lapels here, no particular collar points here, because the blouse has a drapery collar, so-called collar, right? It gives the illusion of a collar. So that's what I would do then. Add some shoulder pads here to lift the shoulders of the suit jacket, give it more structure. I like the color as well. I really like that color as well. And let me see, we go a little bit further here. There we go. Okay, see how that looks in the back? And suit jacket. The pockets here and the buttons. Look like she got a little pleat here. See, it's the design. It's all about the details too. This is what really makes the garment as well. Okay, so this area, I'll bring down this jacket a little bit, like I said, to cover up this area here, right? Even though her blouse is going to cover this area, I'll bring down the jacket just a little bit as well. And I like the width of the pants, right? I like the width of the pants here. Let me see if I can go back a little bit further. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let's see how the garment moves when she walks. Sorry about that. Okay. See that? Yeah, that looks nice. See? Look how structured it is. I like that. Yeah, it fits her frame very well. There we go. See, that's nice. Yeah. So I like the length of this, but I'll just bring it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, so I think this would be really, really interesting. I would like to test this out first. So thank you for tuning in. I think that's all for right now. And I'll see you all in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.